so small.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to quickly go off and get something to eat. They told me I can get some food right now, and I'll leave you with the game as it is, and I'll be back shortly.
Measure just so I don't let it get too low.
Can I look at the ghost doll very quickly? Is that right?
Because things are running so well, I'm not spending a lot of time as I normally would walking around. So that's also we're 5 rounds in. We've had 1 scoring error recorded. Exactly. We had 1 scoring error from round 1 reported, and that's been it. We're pairing on top. We're actually pairing faster. So far. This is running as well as our Copenhagen business.
So the red ones get set.
I think. And it's 5 times the size. Well, 4 times. We were 150 in Copenhagen, we're 500 here. So it's down here 4 times as big. So,
You told us to joust.
What?
I know you said joust, but...
Well, I don't know. Simon's idea. I didn't want to do it normally. Well, let's look, Gareth. So I've been working it. That's Sarge style, and that's Ketsu's.
Yep.
It's not really going to matter because they're going to move them both at the same time anyway, but just so you know anyway.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah. Off you go, pal, whenever you're ready. Forwards. Change me out sideways. Yes. Forwards. Change me out sideways. So we're all facing this way.
Coordinate.
Right, man. Well, check for range. Should be out. Yep. Alright, Nick. Let's go.
See, I told them they wouldn't start shooting anything before I come back. Starting to get a lot of background noise now, so I'm going to try and tone down the gain on some of the microphones and try not to lose their audio.
No, leave it as it is, it's fine. Yep, ready to go, man. Inches, 5 forwards. So it's going to bump. But are you happy with if I just slide it along with that?
That's fine.
I'll try and do it as best as I can. Okay. Get to 5 forwards as well. Which don't know if this fits next to you or not. Looks like it fits. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. Going in for a double bump. Sorry, pal. Just hot cut Fen over there. He's gonna. It's almost pointless me putting his focus there. Almost pointless. We're gonna focus. Put that in front so they can see on the stream. Yeah. Okay. Start combat then.
What's my mobile like?
I'll stress you with interest.
Sorry. Okay, cool. Trousers up, and we're ready to go.
Yep, I'll leave it like that.
Okay. So now things are going to start happening.
Range 2, Ketsu, stress bot.
Yep. So give a stress to give me a stress, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll spend it because I have to. I'll shoot Fen. It's also tempting, but Sensor Jammer is just going to be really annoying. So shoot Fen, reroll Dengar. That's 2 hits and a crit.
Twiggy, they're doing my job for me.
So Tractor Beam.
Takes the shield off Fen round. Tractor Beam goes on.
So I don't think you've got a shot on Ketsu with a Ghost rear arc.
But I don't think I have. I mean, stack.
I mean, even with a nudge, I'd say no. But
Yeah, that misses by a gnat's testicle.
so I'll just shoot you next, range 1.
Yeah.
-1 to agility. Two hits.
2.
So, more damage on the Fen. Fen down to 2 hit points now.
Get in. One forwards. Okay. Venturous. One bank. 6 wishes. Ketsu. Half 3. Yeah, please, mate. That'd be nice. Make sure you do it absolutely spot on, though. Yeah. I know you will. Yep, that's cool, man. Nice one. Right, well I am going to get shot right in the backside, aren't I? So it's going to be an evade on Ketsu.
If you could get that one for me.
Yeah, of course, man. So it clears a stress. So, start combat phase then. Right, let's do it. So, Ventress will stress you again. Ketsu's going to pop glitters, stresses herself.
So glitter stims.
And yeah, that's it.
Paint job.
This is not to you or me. Please say it's to you.
I'm just.
Take your time, man. Little thinko.
Fan's going to go range 3 at Ketsu.
Sure.
Take stress.
Yep, it's on double. Ow. Glitters. I'll shoot Fen back at range 3.
Okay. Why are they all stuck so close together?
Glitter stems.
That's not good.
Ooh. One evade, 2 blanks, takes 2 damage. It's like Fen's out of here. And it's a damaged engine.
It's gone.
Let's see if that gives us the opportunity to free up these ships next turn so they're not all bunched up close together. These giant ships. So 2 focus, a blank, and a hit. And some other thing I can't see.
All for 3. Bad man. Alright, let's go.
And then Ezra that one.
2 hits and Moore's 3 dice. It's so we've got 3 hits and a crit. We've got 1 focus and an evade. Spends an evade. Spends a focus. Gets 3. Takes 1 damage off of Ketsu.
Get rid of one of these.
Removes one of the Maul tokens. The stress tokens from Maul. So now, well, the thing is that Twiggy's been able to leverage being so close to that low full rebel that the twin laser turret isn't able to activate at the end of the combat phase. So the question is, does he really want to separate himself that far from the low full this turn without having gotten? I mean, he wants to get the low full at least down to half points before the low full starts being able to do some serious damage on the Shadowcasters. And alright, so Asajj is the one that's painted red. Is it? Yeah, okay, because Ketsu's got the black sun symbol on the Shadowcaster.
Bit of a problem if you haven't noticed where my ships can go. Ketsu's totally fine, Where are you going?
Sit where it is again.
Okay. Kind of hoping it'd fly away a little bit. So I've gone for a half 3. You like double casters, don't you?
I do.
But you don't run out maneuver on Ketsu.
I don't, and I've been told I need to do that.
Yeah.
I want to get out and feel this.
That's just ultimate destruction. But it only works in the jobs. What you can do is fly behind them.
What, guys? What's going on?
Just jobs.
It's just chatting
Can you
time.
mark your ship, Gareth? Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
So
was
he's
gonna
going to
say
take a
just do it to the
free
side, but-
turn right.
Yeah. Full stress.
It's not in the nuts. It's done now, you picked it up.
Why, where was it?
It was just ever so slightly off to one side of the nub, but...
Sorry, man.
No, it's fine.
Oh, bloody hell. Time to do some of that golfing. Totally out. First action, flip that to the back. Second action is going to be to focus. And stress. Ketsu is going to do 2 forwards with a stress.
I'm stretching the wrong one.
No, that's mine. I'm still stressed.
For some reason I thought it was Ketsu that had the...
Can you bunny up me? Hold it. Yeah, so still stressed. Cheers, man. Right then, so start combat phase then. I'll stress you again with Ventress. And then stress myself, glitters, we go again.
Another glitter stem thrown on the Sarge.
Range 2 easy, innit? So Ketsu will shoot ghosts, range 2.
Sense of January.
No, that's the second one on Ketsu. So is the one at the front Ketsu, or I'm not understanding.
And then a range 1 from Ventress.
Sensor.
I've got a focus, so I'll spend it.
Oh, yeah, focus. Okay,
Yeah, so I'll spend it.
There is a crit.
Out of the shields already. And he takes a thrust control fire for the crit. Stacking up stress on that local rebel.
We just got ourselves in an unpleasant position, really.
So what are you going to do?
Well, my only option is to see out to Ketsu.
Yep.
Ezra?
Yep. Take a damage.
Ezra?
Yep, 2. Takes another one.
And get rid of the stress.
And the shields are gone on Ketsu.
Phase, I'll do it again.
Yep.
Ezra?
And the second TLT
2.
is evaded. Bunch of focus. Ezra's 1, and it's bladed. It faded again. So, couple more. One more damage card onto the local finish already at half points, and this game starts to become a lot more one-sided. As I said before, Tom has been able, Twiggy has been able to play his advantage at being stuck up at range 1 of the local rebel to avoid that constant barrage of twin laser turret fire. Now he's moving away. He's taking his. The local rebel's not really had any effectual attacks until now. And he's managed to take off 3 shields off of Tom's list. Come on now.
Predicaments. Ready when you are, Paul. Come forwards.
Can you get that on?
Yeah, sure, mate.
Local rebel continues to inch 1 forward.
Right, I can't see the back. Guide me in.
There we go.
Yep, happy. Stress. I've got a bit. Yep. Cheers, thank you. 3 yards through the rock. Clear that. Next one. Ketsu, 3 banks, so clear his stress.
That way?
Yeah, please man. Kind of hoping I'm not in range, but right. We'll check stress for Ventress first. She gets it. Ventress is going to pop it.
So Tom being very vocal. Thank you very much, Twiggy, for being so vocal about your game, making it clear to everyone what's going on.
And that's it. So Ketsu, please be out of range.
So now we've got another Glitterstone
You
gone.
are, good girl. I'll shoot the Lothal. Range 2. So it's 2.
So 2 damage cards going on to Lothal Rebel. Now down to half points. 7 hit points remaining.
TLT to Sarge.
Yep.
Gets 2 hits and a crit for the
I might get double
TLT.
evade, you never know.
Focus and
I
evade.
do. So I'll spend your stress.
And Lats Razzies for another.
Yep.
Hit crit.
Double evades.
2 evades.
So that stays.
Same phase, I'll do it again.
Yep. Stress for 2. I'll spend your stress.
And Lats Razzies for another to protect and save himself from more damage. And
Yep. Yep.
3 hits on that one. Looks like he finally gets damage in. And the Lothal Rebel is now unstressed. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hang on. What's up?
It's just easier to see what the score was more than your screen. That's all I was doing.
Right.
If you could,
So Lothal goes 2 bank. Oh, it's a 1 bank left. Looks like a 2 on the dial.
You know, yours is the only ghost that's managed to stay on.
yeah?
Everyone else's bubbles and falls over all the time. And evade, yeah. 2 forwards. There's the stress. I'm gonna focus evade. Stress.
So Sarge coming back round, trying to close back into range, but I think she's probably still out there.
And focus on Ketsu. I think it's through the rock, so range 3 through. Yep, with that. Of course, yes, so I have to spend to get through that evade.
So he had a hit and a crit, hit and a focus. Sorry, since Jam's changed
Wait, you haven't even rolled your dice
what the hit to an R focus,
TLT.
and now he's just debating whether or not he wants to spend his focus token.
I've already taken that much damage anyway, so not missing oh, we're spending. Yeah, we're spending.
2 evades.
I was not
dice.
Whatever. Range 2 through the rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume.
Now Ketsu has a shot.
Closest to it to see it.
It looks like it's through, mate. I mean, I haven't got a laser, but I'd say it just goes through. So you get a dice.
Sense of jammer.
Yeah, I'll spend.
Nope. So that's 3.
What are you gonna do?
3 more damage cards onto the ghost. Down to 4 hit points. Things start to get serious for Gareth.
Fire arc go through the rock.
Yes.
Well, Gareth.
Well, that's something I didn't actually check, actually. No, but don't you measure from closest point to closest point? So
It still has to be in the fire arc though.
I see what you mean. This is a tricky one, isn't it? It's technically not through the rock with your firing arc. So,
Because this is for the primary, not the TLT.
that is correct, yeah.
Yeah, so primary at Sarge.
Sure.
2 focuses, 1 hit and a blank.
More for 2.
Roll for 2.
And Ezra.
Yep.
And we got an evade and a focus. Spends evade. And I think he takes a latch rousey, doesn't he?
Just trying to get the points on.
So everything good there.
Now it's the decision. Because either way, it's through the rock. If I go TLT at Ketsu.
Sure.
Ezra.
Yep. 2 8s.
Yeah. Nothing going on there. 2 hits there. Oh, well, I got the camera wrong way around.
2 8s.
None
Yeah,
of
my
them.
dice on fire, man.
And have run away from me.
End phase, I'm turning my out there, okay?
It's a gyroscopic targeting computer, whatever it's called. It lets him use mobile arc. And they go back to DOS.
All that glitter.
Okay. Are you gonna go?
Yep.
Forwards? Yep. Yep. Venturous, that's a par 3.
Okay.
Clears the stress, but I'm just going to focus evade and pop it back on. Going to do a bang.
Who did you beat, Ashok? Who did you beat?
Earlier in the game, I should have been stressing Visage because I thought she was the one with the push limit.
Well, the thing is, because you stressed Ketsu, I was going to be using glitter stems, but I just thought, no, I won't use it this turn. And then you stressed it, I'm like, oh my god, thank god. It's, yeah. I would have said stress and Asajj, but then Asajj was bumped all his turns. She wasn't really doing anything, was she?
But at the time, no.
No.
Now she is.
Now she is, yeah. So, Asajj is going to stress you.
Yep.
Ketsu's going to shoot your range 2, unfortunately.
Okay. Here we go. This could be the end. We're looking at.
Can't say no yet. And I'm going to spend it anyway.
2 hits and a crit.
Spend the evade.
Yep.
Takes 2. 1 and. What's that? Loose stabilizer, that's right.
I'll shoot your range 2. I think it's range 2. I'll just stress it. So you're going to sense jump that. I will spend.
So hit ghost.
And that is the end of the game. That was a direct hit as well. Out pops Zeb Aurelius. Out poops Zeb Aurelius. And it's like, ah, guys, what's going on? Huh? Hang on.
Too many bumps for too long. Damage card or a damage?
So I saw him put down a dial and I was like, is he doing planning phase? is he not going to destroy the ghost? I don't like the stupid moments.
I'm quite wrong with ghost rules normally.
So Zeb Aurelius with Chopper, and Chopper pops out, says, "What's going on, guys?" So and he comes out with a damage card as well. So he's all like, "Oh no!"
It's difficult though, isn't it? I mean,
What'd you say?
I can see.
You want to sit down and have a chat, yeah?
It wasn't even necessarily.
So I'm joined by Chris, one of Tom's teammates. I've had to call him Tom because putting in Twiggy made the name. Put Tom Twiggy Williams was too long, and it ended up being it ended up messing up the overlay a bit. So and I tried Twiggy, but I don't like putting nicknames on screen.
You don't know who he is, do you?
What?
You don't know who he'll be on stream. Some people might not know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the case of Tom, everywhere he goes, he's known as Twiggy. Like you see him on Facebook, he's Twiggy. When he signs up for tournaments, he signs up as Twiggy. He shows up in rankings as Tom Twiggy. But at the same time, it's something that like people that don't know you doesn't mean they're allowed to use. Doesn't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't know the people, and so I'm not really comfortable with people using nicknames for people you don't know. You know,
Yeah,
even though Tom's like Twiggy is one of the people that does use his nickname all the time with everyone.
Well, I've got 5 minutes to kill because I'm still in Hangar Bay waiting for my last round, so
Yeah.
I'll come over and see how Tom's doing.
They're already on the last round of Hangar Bay.
I'm waiting for my next round.
It's the second round of Hangar
Yeah.
Bay. All right, okay.
So while I'm waiting for a 2 resistance bombers and a backdraft to scrap it out, I might as well come over and see how Tom's doing.
Well, Tom's doing really well. He's pretty much had this game under control. Everyone that says low 4 Rebel Fenrir is overrated, well, Tom's given more demonstration of how to take it apart. The only thing is like there's still plenty of them up in the top tables. I've been lucky to avoid it up until now.
He does very well with double shadows. Like,
Yeah.
I've known him fly double shadows now for a very long time,
Yeah.
and he's just so good at making it work.
So we got 2 hits of crit and 2 evades, so another crit goes through, taking off the shield. Does it? No? Okay, what have I done wrong? 2, maybe one of them was a focus result, not a crit.
Is that a range feat from Ventress?
Now he's got no shields. One more hit point on Zeb Aurelius, and it's all over.
Oh, did he take the damage from when the ghost blew up?
Yeah, of course.
What might do it? Right, I'll try
2 hits. Why did he roll 4 dice?
There you go. This is it.
1 evade, takes 1 crit, blinded pilot. That's not exactly the favourite to have right now, but
It's not the end of the world.
no, I mean he's only got to get 1 more shot in on Zeb. Ketsu should be able to do it.
It gives Zeb
that
a bit
is-
more of a hope.
Ketsu is the one that's got the blinded pilot. She's the one that's furthest away from the camera at the moment. So Asajj is still well positioned to be able to get a decent shot in on this round. no point. Well, I mean, we can change the camera for a second, but I think Gareth's dial's going to go down pretty quick. And the last 18 points left on the board in his favour will go to Tom. So yeah, we've seen that Tom's chips are painted. He's got the Ketsu Shadowcaster painted with the Black Sun style, and he's got the red and silver Sarge. That's actually based on a concept design from the Clone Wars series, isn't it?
Hasn't he got? Is the red and silver that's his Ketsu normally? I think that's his Ketsu.
It's got a 7 on the pilot on the ship token. His pilot skill is 7. That's Ketsu, right? Oh, right. I thought they were the reverse.
He always does Ketsu is the red one. That's what he's always done.
Okay. So that's been a part of the reason why I've gotten confused.
Try and do a hard 2 or something, but...
So Ketsu's got binding pilot.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Kind of assuming where you're
he can just run off with him.
Yeah, but then I mean the Sarge doesn't have to go too far.
No.
There we go. A free turn right.
Halfway this way.
That's what you'd expect, to be honest.
Yep.
Don't want to go off the board down.
Ketsu's also in a hard 3.
So
And of 8, because I got blind of pilot. So I got blind of pilot.
Dancing with the rocks. Love it.
Yeah.
So a Sarge opens fire.
Range 3.
You get 2 hits and a crit. 2 focus results, and
There we
that's
go.
game. Well then, there you go, Chris. You see, Tom's got another. He's made it through to another top.
Oh man,
Yeah, because that's
No,
5-0 now.
madness.
Even if he loses the next game, he still makes it through to the top.
can't believe it. Can't believe it.
But I was just like...
So well done, Tom. Let's sit down. Let me switch this camera around a second, and we'll get going. You're gonna have to move a bit closer because you're probably gonna end up being slightly off camera there. And we're going to press a C. So, Gareth, you were going into this round 4-0.
Yeah.
That's your first loss of the day, yeah?
Yeah.
And what was you thinking up against double Shadowcasters?
I wasn't really
This way a bit more, sorry, mate.
wasn't really entirely sure what to expect out of it. I knew he had a lot of glitch stim, so my sense of jam wasn't going to help. I engaged badly. But it wasn't necessarily that I engaged badly. Like the bumps to begin with were fine, but I stuck around for too long. I should have just gunned it and forgot. Like I should have just gone. Like I don't care that I've got stress. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because that's where the game just really went one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the idea of jousting. The fact that he ended up that bumping bit, and where it was like 2 or 3 turns that he was at range 1 of the ghost. And you weren't able to leverage the twin laser turret in those rounds.
Yeah, it was, if I'd have done the smart thing and just gone, right, okay, I've bumped Sarge for 1 turn, let's just gun it past her, like she's not going to get a decent shot on me, and start mitigating the damage that way. But I misplayed it. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. What's and we've seen you got your ships painted. You have like a kind of a silvery purple fade to a darker red.
Colour shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything behind that in particular? Any reason for those colours?
The shuttles are blue bottles.
All right.
Flies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I
Just
get it.
annoying little flies.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Cool. And you did it on the Ghost as well. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the ship thing. The heavy. Cool. And what's your take on the whole low fall Fen situation?
I find it's quite fun to play. A lot of opponents tend not to like it.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's more than anything, it's the boogeyman right now, huh? So it's kind of like people have got a negative perception. When you showed up with it, I was like, oh, not for any reason other than when I was in Copenhagen, I think I saw it every single game, and it's just a question of I like to try and get something a bit more different on. In this case, I already picked Tom out because he was telling me he's playing double Shadowcasters, and it makes it easier for me to try and work out who, at least one person I'm going to have. And then you showed up with your list.
That's the first time I've ever played against Twiggy, and I know where I misplayed. The game would probably still have gone the same way, but
I mean, let's face it, it pretty much. You were pretty much disabled the whole game. You only managed to get a couple of shields off him and got 1 damage card on Ketsu.
Yeah, it was at the end of the game. I was just digging for MOV at that point.
Yeah.
The ghost died. I was hoping it would survive like one more turn and I could undock the shuttle properly.
Yeah.
But it just went.
Cool. And you've come over from Norwich for the Athena Games. Say hi to the Athena Games. Hello, everybody at home. How you all doing? Anything else you wanted to say before you go off?
Just if you ever get the chance to come down here, do it.
Wicked. No, yeah, the System Open in the UK has become a really big event.
Yeah.
As far as Europe is concerned, the first one that they did in June 2016 was mostly British players with a couple of players from overseas, but now it's like semi-European.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's a wicked event.
Think there's more tickets sold for this than Euros, wasn't it? Or?
Yeah, but I mean, Euros has obviously got the downside that you've got to pay so much for the expo and hotel. The hotels are just expensive because of the expo.
Yeah.
And so it's an uphill struggle for the expo, for the European Championships. Which, who knows, maybe, as we know, the idea is it's supposed to be moving next year, so maybe that should open things up. I do think that there will always be an X-Wing tournament at the Expo.
Yeah.
But, like, as I say, it's like the intention of Alex is to have it move, the European Championship to move around Europe.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see. All right, well, thank you very much for your time, man. Thank you for going on stream. Good luck with your last game. Let's see if you can make it through.
Shame I couldn't put a better game on for people.
Don't worry about it. No, it's a good game. So you got to think about the fact that people hate this list. And people don't want to see it win. And in this case, it's not one. So that wasn't that bad. So don't worry about it. Wicked. There we go. Get top. Mr. Twiggy.
Hello.
Congratulations, you're
Cheers,
in stage 3.
Whew.
You're in a second top cut of a national level tournament.
I'm quite shaken.
Yeah. This makes you look. Move a bit closer because it makes you look really small next to me. And
I am quite small though.
Yeah, but then I don't like looking like a giant fat man. Fat beady man. Okay, so Lothal Fen.
Yeah.
You sit there, you see that thing set up. You've not played with Gareth before.
No.
What was your mentality going into
that
game?
I've seen Gareth at loads of tournaments we've been to.
Yeah.
And he's always up there. You know, he's always making cuts and everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, we always have talks with each other, and even just today, he told me what he's bringing, and I was like, oh no, the ghost is just, it's a big pain really, isn't it, to deal with.
It takes a lot of brute force to take it down.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And my plan was to just joust it. I know it sounds silly, but when I saw the ghost setting up in front of me, I thought, you know what? If I just double bump him, that was my goal. Double bump the ghost, shoot Fen, and try and kill him in 2 turns.
Because that worked out to be really to your advantage. There was about 3 turns when you were at range 1 of the ghost with both ships, which meant it just completely shut down the twin laser turret, and his damage output from the ghost was pretty much nullified. He didn't get attacks for about 3 rounds.
He intentionally bumped because he wanted to clear that stress. I get that, but I don't think it really worked that well for him. He could have fought forward and then got the rear arc shot on Ventress, but I don't think he too knew what was going to happen next, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And although I set myself up to going through the rock next turn, I pre-planned. Okay, that move when I go through the rock, it's going to be glitter stems this time. And you just saw Ventress. He just tanked.
Yeah, absolutely. As I was saying to him just now, it's like he's hardly got any damage on you at all.
No, which is unbelievable because I played against the Ghost in the past. And it's been like a really, really close game. It's just the Ghost can do so much damage, but I think it's Fen's the key to the list. It always is.
Fen, yeah, absolutely. Fen is
that PS11 boost just gets it in places.
The PS11 boost, the fact that it can completely disable your tokens makes it obviously takes down your damage output.
Yeah.
And the ghost by itself, when all of its chips are firing, has got a huge damage output.
It has,
yeah. The 4 dice front and rear, but like I say, you just managed to shut that down for about 2 or 3 turns, get to a point where you moved Zeb off the table, you move Fen off the table, and you managed to get him down to half points. It was basically just a keep away game from there on.
It is. I used Ketsu to sort of pull most of the damage away through, and then obviously you've seen when I evade Glitter Stems, took 1 damage from that range 1 shot, was it? I think.
Yeah.
I think it was like 1 damage from that range 1. I think I got triple. I got three of A's, and he got 4 damage.
Yeah.
So you know, I got away. Then obviously all I had to do then is pull Ventress in, send Ketsu away to obviously get rid of the stress. Then let Ventress tank a few damage, and then bring Ketsu back in again. And then obviously he's not getting enough damage on each ship that he needs to.
Yeah. Well, then there you go, man. Good luck for having got through to stage 3.
Cheers, man.
What do you think you're going to do in the next round? It's going to be. Are you interested in going 6-0? Or do you want,
yeah, definitely. Bragging rights, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, I've heard that there's a pre-cut tomorrow, or I don't know if that's a thing.
People
still
call it pre-cut. What it is basically 55 people will go 5 and 1 or better.
Yeah.
Okay, which basically means when you say so, this isn't. They call it a pre-cut. It's not a pre-cut at all. It's basically this is in other competitive formats they do this all the time, where it's based on your record. So. Obviously, to do an elimination bracket, you need to have a number of participants equal to a power of 2. So 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. Right? You can't do numbers in between. So what happens is when you get an elimination bracket, when you've got less than that number, the number has to be made up by ghost players, or in our case, buys. So in this case, we've got 55 players are going to go through and be put into the elimination bracket. Well, 55 up to 64 is missing 9 players. So the last 9 slots, 54, 56 through 64, will be buys and will be paired up against the top 9.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So as the table goes, player 1 is paired against player 64. Player 2 is paired against player 63. Player 3 against 62, and so on and so on. So the top 9 players are getting those buy players that are at the bottom of the table.
Sure.
And so they aren't in the first round of the cut, but it doesn't mean it's like a pre-cut. It's just they've gone through to the next round. Everything stays the same as if they would have played a game. And it's flexible. The only problem with that system is when you get a silly situation where, let's say you got 33 players.
Sure.
Then obviously 32, you've gone past it. Next one's 64. Which means you're going to have 31 buys, which means that only one table's going to play, which is a shame for that one table because then everyone's going to sit there and watch them. So it doesn't work out too well. But you know that's kind of like the downside. Every tournament format.
So what happens with the 6-0s then? Do they not play that game?
6-0 doesn't make no difference. The MOV, that's where MOV comes in. MOV is not completely irrelevant in this format. A lot of people say it's irrelevant. Well, it's irrelevant in that the fact where you go. But your ranking will still be decided by MOV, and so the top 9 players will get a bye. Will be the 6-0s with the 6-0s, and then however many 5 and 1s with for the highest MOV. And you were doing pretty well. You just gone 200 no's, so you were first.
So
you were. Where's that? When this keyboard springs to life, you were first on the ranking table, so you've just gone 200 no's, so there's not really any way anyone can get past you for this round. So depending on what you do next round, okay, let's say you get another good result next round. Let's say you win next round 200 no as well, let's just say. Then you're first place because no one could have got more points than you. There might be a slight anomaly with SOS, Strength Essential, but you'll be in the top 9 on day 2 on stage 3, and you'll have a bye for the first round. You don't have to get up.
See, that's what I want.
Obviously.
I want to sleep. Because I know tonight's probably going to lead to some form of drinking, so I would like a little bit of sleep.
What happened in Copenhagen? There was 15 players.
Yeah.
So that meant there was one bye.
Yeah.
To make 16. And so the top ranked player didn't come in until the second round was ready to start.
All right.
Okay. Well, you're going pretty well right now. Let's see how this game goes.
I'm open to it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you lose, if you manage to claw back, if you manage to lose the game like 110-90, then you're pretty highly placed as far as the 5 and 1s go.
So it's looking pretty solid then.
It's looking good. You in. That's all that's important right now. Let's not go too far down the rabbit hole on that one. Okay. Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Hope you had a good time, and good luck with the next round. We'll see how it goes.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. 0-1. Bye.
Imagine though, top ranked, 500-person tournament.
Oh, it's a bit too much to handle.